Hello everybody, my name is Julia and I'm here today to do a review video or a first impressions video of the Sacred Destiny Oracle, which I've got here. I've had this deck for a couple of weeks and I have had a little flick through it, but I haven't actually used it for any readings yet, and so me looking at it today with you will be the first time really that I've looked at it a bit more thoroughly and had a little read of the guidebook and gone through all of the cards really. What I've seen of it so far, it's beautiful. I've seen other tarot readers on YouTube use this deck and it's gorgeous. So this is the front of the box. It's by Denise Linn. As I said, it's the Sacred Destiny Oracle. It's a Hay House deck. From the back of the deck, it shows you a few of the cards and has a little write-up. I'll read you what it says on the back of the box. From the earliest history of mankind, there are records of native people using the signs in nature to determine their destiny. In this powerful oracle card deck, best-selling author Denise Linn draws from her Native American heritage and experience as a gifted healer and teacher. So with each card, you receive access to a different gateway from an earthly realm to one of spirit, from forests to floodplains, meadows to caves, shimmering sunshine to the secrets of the moon. These vibrant cards will fill your days with messages of spirit from the landscapes within and around us. So this is a lovely deck, to be honest. I can't wait to use them in a reading. Even the inside of the box is beautiful. I really, really like this oracle deck. There's the inside of the bottom of the deck. It's just gorgeous, really. It's lovely. Nice little guidebook. And the most beautiful cards. I love the back of the cards. Really, quite a lot. I'm going to read you a few bits from the book and then we'll have a look at the cards. I do hope that this video goes well today. Do you know, yesterday I did a video, first impressions review of the Book of Shadows tarot deck, and it took an hour to do this video and I uploaded it to YouTube and it got to about 70% upload and it just wouldn't upload any further, and I have no idea why. I'm still hoping that it might finish uploading, but it seems doubtful now. So I'm quite frustrated about that, and I'm really, really keen that this video happens today. Anyway, you don't need to hear me moaning on about such things. So the copyright of this deck is 2019. It's published in the United States by Hay House, in the United Kingdom by Hay House. She's written a lot of books actually, Denise Linn, that I wasn't aware of. What have we got here? Altars, Dream Lover, Energy Strands, Feng Shui, Personal Power, Dreams, Past Lives, Secret Language of Signs, Soul Coaching. There's loads of stuff there, really. I'm not that familiar with who she is. She's also done some more oracle cards: Gateway, Native Spirit, Sacred Traveller and Soul Coaching. So I may have to have a look into those, I think. So I think there are... How many cards are there here? I don't know, it doesn't tell you actually, or I haven't got to the bit where it tells you. So there's quite a nice introduction here. She talks a lot about ancient traditions, shamans, medicine women, visionaries, prophets, the history of people using signs in nature to determine their destiny. And she's saying that she thinks that now, because those kind of supernatural entrance points to spiritual realms that were once very available to us are kind of select and few now, that we've kind of turned to other ways, such as things like oracle cards. She says, use these cards on a regular basis and you'll find solace, healing and a wisdom emerging within you. They can help you decipher secret messages from the universe. Not only does the guidebook for the deck give you information regarding your inquiry, but simply looking at the image on the face of the card can activate your inner perception. And I think just from my brief look at these cards, that's very true, actually. These cards are quite simple, but beautifully evocative, actually, and really do get your imagination and intuition going. She says, for example, through human history, mountains have often symbolized higher states of consciousness, reaching lofty heights in life, and also could be an arduous upward climb. Caves often represent quietude, sinking into deeper spaces of self and withdrawing from the world. I always think caves are kind of like womb-like, really, aren't they? All our ancestors were surrounded by nature, and every part of nature had a meaning. Remarkably, many of these meanings are universal, so you'll find that your ability to go through the mystic veil into sacred dimensions will grow the more that you use these cards. So there's a lot of information here about how to use this deck, how to center yourself, clear your space, clear your cards, how to choose the cards, how to interpret the cards, how to store the cards. There's also several pages here of card readings that you can either use for yourself or use to read for other people. There's a bit here about discovering the hidden meanings of your dreams using the cards. And then she gets into the meaning of the cards themselves. So let's have a look at them. I shall show you each card in this deck, actually, because they're gorgeous. And then I might at the end just shuffle them and pick a card, and I'll read from the book for you, just so that you get a flavour of the book. So we have abundance. Beautiful meadow there, crammed full of flowers and wildlife and everything, isn't it? Action. Just before the storm. Adventures. Blessings. Oops, that one. Change. It's interesting, isn't it? Change. Community. Very nice. Courage. You would certainly have courage if you were to live in that environment, wouldn't you? Delight. Oh, that's gorgeous. Diligence. Very fitting there. Really nice card. Embracing. That's beautiful, isn't it? I think I could get lost in these cards for quite some time, actually. Enlightenment. Flexibility. The flow, the gentle flow of the water and the moon, the cycles of life, the flow of life. Focus. I love that one. That's really quite simple, isn't it? But forgiveness, just giving something up, just giving an energy up to the universe, really. Freedom. What better image of freedom, really, than birds? Fulfillment. The ripening of this peach here, I think, is what that is, along with the full moon. It's the fulfillment of something, of a cycle, isn't it? A gateway into a different dimension, maybe, there with the unicorn. Going forward. That's beautiful, isn't it? With the path through the fields there, towards the sun. Happiness. There's always such a joy, I think, about dolphins, isn't there? Healing chaos. That's a marvellous card, isn't it? Like something might be happening quite quickly there. It's a bit of a tower kind of card. Illumination. This is a beautiful card. Inner peace with the koi carp there. That's gorgeous, isn't it? The colours of that. Leadership. Love with the wild roses. Gorgeous. Miracles. Look at that with the rainbows. That's quite peculiar, isn't it? New beginnings, a new day. Openness. Opportunity. There's always new opportunities with a new moon. Patience. That's lovely, that kind of, well, the cranes always make me think of things like Qigong and Tai Chi and those kind of martial arts that require a lot of patience and a lot of inner strength. Pleasure. Potential. Power. Protection. I'm not sure how protected I would feel underneath that tree in the middle of a storm there, but there we go. Purification. The rain washing everything clean. Purity. That's so gorgeous, isn't it? As pure as the driven snow. Relaxation. Release. In the autumn, the trees giving up their leaves. The security of a cave, of a fire. Simplicity. Solitude. Stand still. Stillness. At least on the surface anyway, there with the swan. Stillness. Success. Wow. Any one of these pictures are just a work of art within themselves, aren't they? Taking risks. Thriving. Transformation. It's very fitting to have the butterfly. I always associate transformation with butterflies. Trust. Truth. Some of these cards, it's very obvious immediately, isn't it, with what's going on, and others I think will take a little bit more time to reflect upon. Voyage. Whales are always associated with deep dives, aren't they, with soul journeying, with voyages. This one, there seems to be a baby whale suspended from the bigger whale. That's very strange. It'd be really interesting to see what she says in the book about some of these images here. Wisdom. And the last one is wonders. With this gorgeous quartz or amethyst or whatever that is there under the ground. So as you can see, they are beautiful cards, aren't they? I think they're cards that you could just sit and gaze at for such a long time, to be honest, to soak them up and really feel their energy, really feel how they resonate within you, what images they bring up in your mind from things that you've seen in your life, places you've been, how certain places, certain environments make you feel. Yeah. So, as I said, I'm just going to give these a little shuffle. And then I shall pick one of them. And I shall read from the book. So, there we go. So, let's see, what did we get? Wonders. How lovely. So the very last card of the deck. This is a quartz crystal. I did wonder if that was an amethyst or a quartz. It says it's a quartz crystal. So there's a little bit here about quartz crystals. I'll read you everything that she's written here. Natural rock crystals, clear amethyst, citrine, rose and smoky, were all revered in ancient times. The Aborigines of Australia called it maban, which was the material through which their shamans and elders gained their magical powers. The Egyptians believed quartz had mystical healing abilities and would bury their dead with a piece of crystal on their forehead. The Greeks and Romans believed crystals were solid ice that had been formed by the gods and thus had mystical powers. Even to present day, people believe that crystals can help manifest their intentions. Perhaps this is because of the piezoelectric qualities of quartz. The reason why quartz can amplify radio signals. There are some places in the world where it is not uncommon to find crystals on the surface of the land. These are especially powerful because they have found you in their natural setting. So the sacred landscape wants you to know that just around the corner, exciting possibilities are waiting for you. Wonders will be abounding in your life. Sometimes they won't be apparent at first, but nevertheless, they are there. The more you see them and embrace them, the more these possibilities will grow in magnitude. Celebrate and cherish even the smaller ones, no matter how tiny they may seem. Let go of expectations. Don't limit the way that you think that wondrous events could appear in your life. Be open. If you believe, anything and everything is possible. So that's it. That's what she's written about that card. So Beautiful. Lovely, lovely messages, lovely images, lovely cards, lovely thick card stock actually. I don't have a negative word to say about this deck. I think it is beautiful. The language of the guidebook is beautiful, the images are beautiful, and I am sure that I'll have many hours of fun and reflection with these cards. So I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that you found that useful, and perhaps you might go on to get your own box of Sacred Destiny Oracle cards. But I shall see you again soon. If you like the video, please do give me a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And I shall see you again soon. Thank you.